Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome again to Marquette University Law School. We're so glad you joined us today on this snowy day. I know you had to brave the elements to get here, but I think you'll be glad you did. We're going to have a fascinating hour of conversation with a truly remarkable woman. I'm Mike Goucher. For those of you who don't know, this is On the Issues. This is our continuing series of conversations with news and policymakers and people who are doing interesting, important work in this region and beyond. Today we are delighted to be joined by the 2008 winner of the Opus Prize, a $1 million award which is given to faith-based social innovators. She is Maggy Barankitse, and she is from Burundi, and we are delighted to have her here at Marquette University Law School. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Merci.
Maggy, and she's asked that I call her Maggy. So you may too when the questions begin from the audience. Maggy is here as part of this university's Mission Week, which has really been, I think, a great week so far. Maggy is one of the Opus Prize recipients who has joined us. These are individuals who have just a very deep faith and the spirit of entrepreneurship. And what they're doing is they're trying to tackle some of this world's most vexing problems, whether it's illiteracy or poverty or disease or human rights violations. They are doing very important work. Maggy is doing her work in Burundi. And the other day when Father Rick Frechette was here and describing his work in Haiti, we began our program with a video because we think that video will help all of you better understand what Maggy is doing and the challenges and the achievements that are taking place in Burundi. So Ryan is going to roll the video for us. We hope you'll watch. It's about 7 minutes, and when we come back, we'll begin our conversation. Maggy and I are going to have a seat over here so we don't block the screen. So we make you sit down, we make you get up.
It's okay.
school called the Garage of Angels, where former child soldiers, street children, and war orphans learn a skill and earn a living. Even their teacher is a child of Maison Shalom.
I can't imagine what I would have become because of the war, but everything I am now is thanks to Maison Shalom.
Over the years, Maggie added a library, language classes, computer lessons. And to prove to the children they deserved more than just survival, she built them a cinema and opened a swimming pool.
Shalom was born to say no to the war, to say yes to the love, yes to the life.
With Maggie, Maison Shalom is open to everyone so that healing, even in unspeakable circumstances, can truly take place. Aline's family was killed in the war. When she was only 5, rebel soldiers attacked her with machetes and rocks and left her for dead. Maggie raised Aline, helped her start a business, and nurtured her spirit with the lessons of Maison Shalom.
I can forgive because I was raised with so much love. God forgives my sins, so how can I not forgive those who hurt me?
Reconciliation and forgiveness run deep at Maison Shalom, a place where Albert, a Hutu, and Mediatrice, a Tutsi, can grow up as brother and sister.
God created us to be equal and not to be separated by ethnicity. So at Maison Shalom, we all live as children of God.
One of Maggie's biggest dreams is just now coming true. A new hospital, open to all regardless of their ability to pay. There will be fewer orphans, she says, and a brighter future if mothers are cared for right now. New operating rooms are under construction. A nursing school is almost finished. Ambulance service is available for the first time ever. Maggie encourages all, including mothers living with HIV, to stand up, work hard, and support one another.
I believe in this dignity that God gives us. We want peace. We want love. We believe in that.
Maggie says love has made her an inventor, so she's never married, never confined herself to traditional limits.
Woman must stay home, behind, not in front. And Maggie going in front.
I pray for Maggie, and I thank God for her.
I wish we had mamas like Maggie all over Burundi.
Most people in Burundi live on less than $1 a day. But Maggie insists it is not a poor country, but rich with promise. Her life is God's, she says. Her work has touched more than 30,000 children.
They rebuilt my heart. They give me hope.
She is the living proof of what one person of faith can do to bring peace and hope to the world.
I know that evil will never take the last word. Never, never. A new generation is coming. I am not a dreamer. No, no. It's real. We are one family, one human family. Yes.
Welcome to Milwaukee, Maggie. Welcome to Marquette. Have you
Thank
had a
you.
good week so far? I mean, I know you're busy today, but are you enjoying your time here?
Oh, it's good. It's hard to see snow. And yes, it was good. It was bright. It's you are lucky to have 4 seasons. Yes,
That's exactly the way we feel about it, too.
yeah.
want to talk about Maggie's work and Maison Shalom in the next hour. And we actually have some great news to report. That piece was done about 5 years ago, and there are new things to talk about, and we will talk about them in the next hour. But I wanted to begin by asking you about something that was said in that piece. And they said that you think of yourself as an inventor. And I thought that was such an interesting choice of words. What are you inventing in Burundi?
You know, you have seen, they tired me. They beat me. They humiliated me. They took all my clothes. But I said to the killers, you, my brother killers, today I will do a miracle because I believe that nobody can tie us. They can tie our hands, our legs. They can tie our mouth, but never touch our heart, our soul, because they didn't create us, and we can continue to love. Nobody can tie love. And then with love, because I believe in that, God said to me, don't be afraid, I will carry you, I will accompany you. This work is not my work. It's God's work. And then because I believe that nobody can tell me, shut up. Even the killers, when they beat me, when they burn my house, when they burn my car, I continue to say, okay, I am the winner everywhere. And then love makes us inventor. If you love, you know how you can raise the children, how you can stop and break the indifference.
I want to go back and talk to you about how this all began. It was mentioned in the video, Maggie. You just mentioned it. But I want you to go back to October 24th of 1993, when this terrible thing happened to you and the others. Can you describe for us why did it happen, and what happened, and how you reacted to it? So let's start with, I guess, the what happened and why.
Yeah. Perhaps you don't, always they said it's a war between Hutu and Tutsi. But for me, when I was a teacher, I have seen that this moment will arrive. But everybody keeps silence. They don't want to denounce. You see, we were in Burundi, 14% are Tutsi. I am myself Tutsi. And 85 are Hutu. But during 40 years, Tutsi have a power. And all the militaries were Tutsi. And then Hutu went in the exile. And when I was a teacher, I said, no, it's very dangerous. We must call them. We must say, come, it's your country, and serve your country. But the Tutsi want to close the eyes. They don't want to see the reality. And because they are poor, the only source of money, it's the power. It's to be in a politician place. And then they don't want to denounce. I denounce. And then they put me outside. I was a teacher. Then I think how I can punish my brothers and sisters, Tutsi. Then I educate. I adopt 7 children. Perhaps here they don't see why I protect Hutu in the bishop house, because they come in my village. The Hutu came and they killed 60 persons of my family. And I don't want to hate. I said, okay, why you don't kill me? They said, you have denounced, and your brothers didn't listen to you. Then you go. But we can talk your Hutu children. I said, no, I am a mom, not for Hutu or Tutsi. I am only a mom. And then I was there among also my family who was killed, my aunt, my uncles, and so. Then, because I work in the bishop house, I said, this chapel and the bishop compound is sacred. They will not come in this area. I escaped and I went in the bishop house. On the way, I met the Hutu, the Hutu colleague. And I said, come, now it's the moment to show to everybody we are prophets. We can't kill each other. But they looked to me, they said, you lost your family, but why you don't want to revenge like the others? I said, no, we must break this cycle of violence. We go together. Then we arrived. The bishop was not there, and some priests were afraid. Between Hutu and Tutsi, they began to say, oh, it's very dangerous. I said, no, we have enough love, enough energies. We will say to our brothers and sisters, stop to kill. Unfortunately, we were in this bishop house, and the militaries, Tutsi came, and I am a Tutsi. I was thinking, then they will be full of shame, and they will not kill in front of me. Then I went out, and I said, don't be Cain. Cain? It was Sunday. It's Sunday, and you are Christian. You can't kill your brothers and sisters, your children. Why? He said, they killed your family, and you were traitor. I said, no, I am not a traitor. I am a Christian. I belong to a noble family. I didn't choose to be a Tutsi. Tutsi for me, it's not a problem. But I am a Christian. You can't kill. Then they saw that I don't want to open the house. Then they took me, and they took all the clothes, and they tied me. They said, we will punish you, and we will kill them in front of you. You imagine. And I know the killers. Among those killers were also members of my family who came to revenge. I said, how they didn't, full of shame, to kill in front of me. But for me, I said, what I can do. I don't want, because if you are Christian, you have other source of energies. Then I went in chapel. I said, oh God, tell me what I must do. I don't want to suicide. The Hutu don't want me. The Tutsi also. Now, tell me what I must do. And he answered, because I am in front of you, because he gave me an answer. Don't be afraid. I am with you until the end of the world. Because the angels accompany us. But we don't know. We don't want to believe. We think we are alone. We are never alone. Our families can abandon us. Our friends can abandon us, but never. God never abandoned us. Even we become criminal, he continued to accompany us. I believe that.
You witnessed horrible things, people being killed in front of you, and there were children hiding.
Yeah.
And after the people who came left,
Yeah.
did the children come out of hiding? Did they
Yes.
eventually?
Yes, but I gave the money that they can't kill the children. It's why they didn't kill the children. I said, please don't kill the children. And I was thinking, with children, it's possibility to make a new generation. There is a hope in our children. It's why you students who are there, we hope in you. You are our gifts. Because with children, you see, today, my children become adult. 3/4 of my colleagues today, economists, doctors, nurses, all are former children of Maison Shalom. 300 staff I have today. And they do a so wonderful work. It's not me, but those children who have the experience in forgiveness, in love. Today they bright. You have seen Aline with Machete. She married last year. And she was so beautiful. You can't realize that she got Machete. And she went to see the criminal and say, can you come on my wedding? And the criminal was in the church when Aline married, because she take the hand and said, now, because of Maggy, because Maggy give me love, I am able to forgive you. Come and join us. We are new generation.
Maggie, how were you able to go forward and go in the direction you went? Because I think people in this room would put themselves in your circumstances and they would say, I saw such horror, I saw death. People would be so traumatized that I think it might be natural for them to be filled with hate or to simply withdraw. You took a different path. Why was there any question that you would take that path? Did you have any of those other feelings?
Yes, of course. I am not an angel. I am just
You're not an angel? That's breaking news, I think.
No, I am just a normal woman. And sometimes I can tell you a joke, because I was thinking I can do such strong things with children and so. And in 1996, they put a bomb, and I found 400 bodies near the street, and so. And I want to do that with myself without asking the grace of God. And I was all the night taking people and so. And one day I lost the voice completely. I can't speak because I burned out. And in my mind I said, I forgot that I am a normal woman. I forgot to take time and pray, to take time and ask enough strength. Then I decide each month to stop 2 days and pray. And I went in Carmel and I passed 1 month in silence, and when I come back, I realized that it was not my job. every morning when I stand up, I said, oh God, you are so marvelous. You are so powerful with love. Give me enough love to distribute the happiness, not because I was, when I was in church and I saw the criminal, I went in front of and I said, you can't go to communion, you are a killer. Then you didn't ask forgiveness, go back. And the priest began to say, what you do there? Why you? And I said, oh, you are all criminal, and I want to make revolution. You see, to become a rebel, I forget. Then when I lost my voice, it was a message that I must not go in such wrong way, but to follow and to be always positive, optimist, and not to accuse, but to denounce. It's the difference, you see, the difference. To denounce and to keep, to be optimist, full of love and tenderness.
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 Mm-hmm.
And when you accuse, you become a judge. And you have hate in your heart. And then I change. I think it's why I began to build things for the community, to go to visit them, to listen, to go in a prison, to listen for the prisoner in the street, everywhere, and to say, to discover its poverty, it's not ethnic problem. Then I began to close the centers and to go among the community and ask them what we can do. And today, it's changed completely.
Well, let's talk about what you are doing today, because the size of Maison Shalom is pretty incredible in itself. Tell us what all your organization is doing in Burundi today.
It's when 5 years after the war, I have more than 10,000 children. And I open centers. But one Sunday, a child came with the parents. And the parents said to this little boy, 8 years old, Didier, tell to Maggie what you have said. I wish you die and I can come to Maggie. Because there they have nice clothes, they go to school, they eat 3 times. But you are very poor and I don't have enough to eat. And when I come here, they said, here only orphans come. Then I realized that I make a big mistake. Because surrounding us, there are very poor persons who need also to be helped and who can be a bomb. Because if they saw that they have nothing to lose, they will kill again. And to protect my children, my 10,000, I must protect the other children. Then I closed the centers and I built 3,000 little houses, you have seen, all over the country. And I told to my children, my former children, you are light among this darkness. When you go there, you are messengers of peace. And then we make reconciliation through former victims. The victims went to visit killers.
Perpetrators?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And they began reconciliation, peace building, and work together. After I saw that many moms die in giving birth, said, orphans continue to come. what I can do. Then I built a big center, you have seen it, mother and child centers. And then the mom come, they can be trained with nutrition, planning, family planning, hygienic, and also HIV, AIDS. And then we began to change the area. But I see that they continue to die. Then I opened the hospital. And I must thanks to Opus Prize because I have problems to pay doctors and other and to finish the surgery and equipment. And then God sent Opus Prize for me. And then I got with 1 million, I put equipment and I finished the medical school. And then I built also a primary school, and then it changed the phase. But when I opened maternity, when I go to visit the mother when they give birth, I was so surprised how poor they are. They come to give birth. Normally, African women, they like to be so elegant. And they come without clothes. And the baby have no clothes. I said, I must change also and make cooperatives and microfinance and give to those mothers to work together and to improve this bad situation. And I was thinking, where I will find the money? Because each month I must have $50,000 for only salaries. Then I must have money to buy medicine, to pay the food for the children and so. And I said, oh God, why? I went in chapel, I make my laments. And then I got last 2 years ago another award. Chirac Foundation gave me 100,000, how to say, $100,000. Yeah, $100,000. Then I think I can open microfinance and give to all those women to cultivate together, because everything grow in my country. And then I organize now cooperatives with this. And I continue like that because I saw that the problem, the war, come from the poverty, not ethnic group. And I want that all those children, former children of Maison Shalom, can be the messengers all over the country. Now I went in Congo also, in the east of Congo, to open a little house to give this message. And we go also in Rwanda, because I have Rwandese children, to change the face of the world. Our vocation is like that, to distribute hope, to distribute love, to stand up and to say, come my brother and my sister, my child. It's like that. And I dream always, if you can give me so much money, then
I'm beginning to get a real understanding of why you consider yourself an inventor. When I listen to how this has grown and grown and grown and what's next.
Yes, because love, you can't accept that your brother and sister, your child, die in indifference. No.
Do you think you've changed Burundi for the future? Do you think you've changed the country and the prospects for the country by the work you've done?
Yes, because even the president of the republic called me the mother of national mother. they give me a diplomatic passport, but because they said that I denounce, they want that I shut up. But I change because today I have a priest among those former children who is in Rome, who is Salesian, and he grew in Maison Shalom. I have even in Parliament, former children who are Parliament. And I have even my first adoptive child, Chloe, is a directress, director of a big hospital in town. And like that, and all over the country, my problem is even the presidents, when there are problems, they call me. They said, Maggie, we have problems. There are 30,000 children who come back from exile, from Tanzania. We sent you those children. And I saw the presidents bringing all those children in Maison Shalom. I said, what? I am not the president. What do you want? Our leaders are so corrupt that they steal the money, but they send all the social programs to Maggy. Then you see my problem today, because this publicity, they saw me in TV denouncing, then they think I come in, now they know, they listen, she's in America. Oh, they give her money. Then we took this money. We built our own house, and she will does all those programs. It's like that. I changed because today they don't hate between Hutu and Tutsi. The children of Maison Shalom said that they have a new ethnic group. They said we are Hutsitwa Kongo Zungu. It means we are Hutu, Tutsi, and Zungu is blanc, is white, and then Congolese, and they are children of God.
I have one more question. You know, Maggie mentioned that she's not president, but you are able to talk to the president. You've talked to the president about
Yes.
what you want for your country and what you think he could be doing.
Yes.
And you think he could be doing more?
For me, the problem, we think that we are slaves. No. The president can't say, today I want that. In Africa, the president can decide, and we are like little monkey, and I go to meet him and said, even now, 2 weeks ago, I asked, tell me, what happened? What do you want to lead the country? You have suffered. You are orphan. You lost your father during the war. You took weapon and you became robber during 10 years. And today, you forget all? How you can forget? And he looked to me. And I said, I am 11 years older than you. Then I am a mom. You call me a national mother. Then a mom talk in Africa, you must obey to your mom. Yes, and she laughed and said, I will come back from America, then I will see. Yeah, I must punish you. And so, yes, we are free. We are children of God. We are princes and princesses. Because we are children of big king. We must not be shy to denounce. Everywhere I go, I'm free. Sometimes, of course, I forget. And I have forgotten in France, in Paris, in front of the president. And I said, stop to lie, because you give us help, in other hands you give weapon. I hope that this hand, you give me a medal, it's medal, yes, award. We never give weapon to our president in Africa. And all the journalists took me, can you repeat that, Maggie? And I say, oh, I forgot. I was thinking that I am in Maison Shalom. But, okay, I have a very bad character. I suppose. Since Peter will accept me, I hope, in heaven. Yeah.
Well, if you're not going, the rest of us are in trouble. So.
Because I make so much mistakes. Because, you know, one day I steal in Bishop house the kettles. This is a joke. Okay. Yeah, no, I steal really because I have so many children without clothes. They just arrived because they killed the parents. And it was a Christmas time. And I said, how we will go in the mass? I have no clothes. And I know that in the bishop house, they have a big hall with cutters, 2 cutters. I said, oh, I can take that.
You know what they say, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to take some questions from the audience. I'm sure listening to Maggie that you probably have some questions about her work and what it is what she's doing and Maison Shalom. So please raise your hand, and those of you in the seating bowl, if you press down on this little rim here, we'll be able to hear you. Ryan will also do his best to boost the microphone so we can all hear your questions. So please raise your hand, and we'll begin there. Any questions for Maggie? This is sort of like the other day when we had Father Rick here.
Don't be.
Steph, yeah.
You mentioned, I'm doing this right. You mentioned this morning, actually, we were talking about the school that you visited in Chicago yesterday and what you saw in terms of the segregation that you witnessed in Chicago and what you think you have to bring to that situation. Could you just share a little bit?
Yes. Yesterday, I was in a school in Chicago. I visit, it was Saint Agnes, yeah. It's a Catholic school, but it was only for Mexican children. And for me, you know, I have suffered, I have seen this war coming, but the adults didn't denounce and stop that. I look and the children were very happy, they good questions and so. But I was thinking after I suffered because I said, this is a problem in America. How they are American, but I didn't see a black child. I didn't see, among that, I didn't see white America. And for me, for the future, for your country, if some are there and they don't, there is no cohesion, social cohesion, they can, how to say, revolt, or they will have another idea about other members of this community. Then I was thinking, no, perhaps when I will go to give my witness, I prefer to go with white, the American maker, to talk to those children. I think we must open, and I was astonished, for me, because I was thinking I am in Mexico, not in America, not in the USA. And we must, like brother and sisters, tell and look, because those people, you see, if they are poor and if they are assist, only, and they can't go and, how to say, with dignity, and they are together. If they have nothing to lose, they become criminal. It's like in my country. They become criminal, some who took the weapon and go to kill in the village of Tutsi, to revenge, to say, we can't go in the same school, we can't go, we can't make the faculty, for example, law faculties, because in Burundi, they put them in other faculties. It's a little dangerous. And I say it because I am Christian, because I am thinking for the future of the generation. Perhaps we will not be there, but in 100 years, in 1 century, perhaps it can be another, not revolution, but to hate each other. We must, I don't, how to say, I have no solution. I can understand that, because we can't change those things. But I say it with humility, with humble, like a mom who had suffered so much. I want that the other children, the other people can't suffer like me and see their children dying, the family dying, killed. It's like that, because those children, it was really a question for me. Perhaps I am so utopist. You may, yes. Perhaps because of my education and what I have suffered, I am like John Lennon in his song, Imagine. But it's like
you want us to see beyond our ethnic differences, our racial differences. We just, to you, that is so important to the future of any country.
Yes. Yeah.
Other questions?
I don't know. My English is not so clear. If you don't understand, please say what. There is here she can translate for me. She speaks French, and I don't know if you understand.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Other questions? Yes.
You mentioned that you have received several awards, and those often come with some good money. The president might bring children but doesn't bring money or takes it away. What are your other sources of income for you to have built up all that you have done?
How I got some fund from German Caritas, had helped me for orphans due to the war, the victims of the war, to pay studies, even outside the countries, until university. And today, street children and prison children in conflict with the law who are in the prison, it's Luxembourg is an organization who helped me to pay lawyer to defend them, and I got some awards, and then I invest in a building, then I can rent them, and with the money I can feed the children, and I have my parents, because you have understood, they killed my family. I got 80 hectares from my family. I built the hospital on the land of my parents, and also the schools, and another part we cultivate. Then we produce ourselves the food, vegetables and other, we have farms. Then I don't buy food for to feed all those children. Then I can, and there are some foundation, private foundation in Belgium, who gave me the salary for 5 doctors for one each year. And I continue, yes, the former children of Maison Shalom try to help when they got salaries. They can buy clothes for other children, and we try to be, yes, in simple situation. Of course, for this moment, I have problem with the hospital, because the hospital became so big with a nursing school. I must pay for 200 people only for the hospital, and each evening I go in chapel. I said, "You, Saint Joseph, how you feed the little Jesus? Tell me, and tell to Mother Maria to say to the others." And I hope I am not afraid for the future. I continue, and some journalists come and they see that I am not depressed. Even I have some debts. Debts. When they call me, I said, and the bank say, "But you must pay." I said, "Okay, I will call Saint Joseph. He will pay you." And the bank said, "But interest." I said, "Okay, it's not. It's also your children, your people." And then some send me little money each month, $5. I can pay for scholarship for one child, and so, and I will continue to, yes, with supplement. Yeah.
Other questions? Yes.
Yeah.
This is a question I had asked you a couple of days ago, but I want to ask it again so that other people can hear your response. I asked what we at Marquette, students, faculty, and administrators, could do in order to help what you've done so far, in order to participate in what you've done so far.
If Marquette University, for example, there is a university, Catholic university in France, Lille, we have an agreement. Then they send me some stagiaires.
Study abroad students.
Yes, they come and they teach, they train, for example, our teachers, and also some doctors make surgery, and they train our doctors. And if we can have an agreement, and then we can collaborate and exchange and send some students here and return and come back like that. It will help, or send us some equipment. For example, the equipment for our hospital. I want to build neonatology. How to say for. Yes, if they can send me here, you change often the incubator. Incubator. Yeah, it's like that, and we can train. Everybody can come, and also to come and to train. Also for computer, for you to have a computer, it's normal, but for us, we can't have computer, and then I must share with one computer with 200 children, and like that, small things, and we can make big ocean with little drop. Yeah, yeah.
One or two more questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was wondering about, you'd mentioned you had gone to the Congo and Rwanda for similar houses. Is that part of Maison Shalom, or is that just advising other organizations?
Yeah. In Congo, in 2004, there was volcano make so many problems, and so many children were in the street. Then I asked my friend from Belgium who were born in east of Congo. I said, of course, Congo gives you also timeless. Can you help me and we can go there? Then I sent my staff in Congo to open not Maison Shalom, because I want to respect the culture of Congo. And then we have Congolese staff, and also some Belgian came, and then we work together with Congolese, Belgian, and Rwandese, because the problem in east of Congo is a regional problem. Because when it's not good, then in Rwanda also they have problem, in Burundi. Then I want to give a sustainable solution, not to repair always. Then we work together. Now the Burundian come back in Maison Shalom. It's Congolese who make, but I go often in Congo, and we work together. They send the staff in Maison Shalom, and we go there also. We train each other to find a good solution. And in Rwanda, I have, in 1994, when the genocide arrived in Rwanda, they sent me many orphanages, send me many children from, and then I traced them after the genocide, but they continue to be our children. When there is a feast, we go there, and we try to make Great Lakes solution, because we have the same problems. Congo, Rwanda, and Burundi, we share the problem. When there is a war in Rwanda, the following year it's Burundi, and vice versa, like that. And I want that all those former children of Maison Shalom who had understood that it's our problem to be like a flambeau, a candles among the darkness. And I sent the children. We work with community San Egidio to organize conferences in Kigali, and my former children went there and make witness. And another year it's in Burundi, they go like that, because we can't be there and wait. Orphans come, then we come here, we beg. It's the problem in Africa, When there is a problem, we think the solution will come before in the West countries. We don't sit down and say, we have also solution. Before, you have seen the president come in the West, they beg, they come, the bishop come, NGO come, and also from here, they come, they make a big NGO, they spend so much money with a big car and they say, they come and say, yes, we are experts in peace building. I said, which peace building? How you are experts? You don't know nothing. And you come, they are sitting in Brussels, and then they make a big project. They spend so much money. And after 6 months, they come, yes, we finished. They make a report. And after war come, and then again, in Goma, you have seen in Goma, have you been in Goma? There are 80 NGO organization, international organization. And every morning you see the big cars in hotel. And after, when you go in town, you see children dying. And you see them, yes, hi, we have a plan, action, a strategic action. Yeah, yes, blah, blah, and conference. And so we go in Durban, we go in New York, we make a big conference, and so big president of Africa, hi, and you see how we put clothes. And you see, défilé de mode, everybody, and so we go, we return in Africa. This is, I want to break that, and to this indifference, and to denounce that, because you spend so much money in Africa, and it's a shame for us and for you also. Where go all those money? In the pocket of our politicians. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am going to respect Maggie's schedule for the rest of the day and wrap things up there, but I did want to mention just a couple of things before we thank Maggie for her time today. As you know, Mission Week continues this afternoon with the big keynote event that will be held at the Varsity Theater. It'll start at 4 o'clock. You can arrive at 3:30 and be seated. We still have a few tickets, I understand, Steph. Do you have some with you? Steph Russell is right down there in the front, and she has some tickets. So if you're if you're interested in going to the event this afternoon, please do. Also, if you already have tickets and you still haven't picked them up yet, I think you can go over to the AMU's Brooks Lounge and pick the tickets up there. Again, the keynote today will have all of the Opus Prize recipients sitting down together for the first time for, I'm sure, will be a compelling conversation about faith and justice. I hope you can attend. And we wanted to mention that conversation will be facilitated by Mark Dybel. He is the Executive Director of the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. And he feels so strongly about the work of the Opus Prize recipients that he's come all the way from Geneva, Switzerland to join us for that discussion. So again, that's at 4 o'clock at the Varsity Theater. Maggie will be one of the people there, and I know she would look forward to seeing you and being a part of that event. Again, I'd like to say thank you to Maggie Barankitse for telling us her story and sharing her thoughts. And yes, did you have something you wanted to ask?
I just wanted to mention that
okay.
Maggie has a few copies of books that
yes,
she would like to
give.
So if anyone's interested, it's called Hummingbird, Why Am I Here? Maggie's Children.
So the books are right down front here, and feel free to pick one up, too. I know Maggie would like you to know more about the amazing things that are being done in her country. So again, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, man. Thank you.